Hey guys, how's it going? This is John, Gamester81, and welcome to another review. Today's arcade game we are checking out is Junior Pac Man. This is interesting Pac Man for sure. I know in a previous video I showed you Super Pac Man. This game came out in 1983 in the arcades, released by Bally Midway, without the authorization of Namco, the original creator of Pac Man series. So this is an official Pac Man game, so to speak. Bally Midway released this game, and they released another Pac Man game called Baby Pac Man as well around this time, and both games were not really official and weren't really given permission by Namco, so basically led to the termination of the licensing agreement for Pac Man series. Nevertheless, this game is unique to the Pac Man universe in the sense that you play as Junior Pac Man, the son of both Miss Pac Man and the original Pac Man. The graphics are a little bit different. He has this propeller on his beanie cap that he wears, and he actually moves a little bit faster, it seems, than both Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man does. Now, the maze itself, you'll notice, is about twice the width of the original mazes that you get in both the original Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, and there are no warps. So on the side walls, you can't, unlike the other original Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, where you could go to one side and appear on the other. That's not in this version. For the most part, though, this game is a very similar concept to the other Pac-Man games in the sense that you're supposed to collect all the pellets and clear the stage while avoiding the ghosts. Now, there are 6 Energizer pellets in this game, unlike the original where you only had 4. And as you notice, I just got a bicycle. And kind of similar to Miss Pac-Man where you had fruit, in this game you have different, there's a kite, there's a bicycle, there's different items in Junior Pac-Man's inventory, so to speak. But this is a very challenging game, and there are about 7 different maps in this game. Interesting enough, there is a kill screen as well. You get 100 on the 146th level, believe it or not. There's a kill screen. And interesting enough, the kill screen itself, there's nothing appears. You can actually move around. Pellets aren't there, the walls aren't there, but the ghosts are there. So ultimately, you will die on the kill screen, which makes it kind of interesting. So here I am down to my last 2 guys. I'm almost done with the level. Let's see if I can get there. I got there. Now, between each stage is kind of an inner story like this. You get the scene here, and supposedly you're Junior Pac-Man and you're falling in love with Yum Yum, who is Blinky's daughter. So you can imagine Miss Pac-Man is pissed. The ghosts are pissed because you got this love thing going on between the 2 enemies. So huge controversy, but it's kind of cool. There's a story. I'm not sure what those things in the corner there blinking were. Must be a garden of pellets, but Miss Pac-Man definitely scared away. She was pissed. Now, this game initially was released as a separate cabinet. It kind of looked a lot like the Mappy cabinet. Unfortunately, it was 1983 when it was released, right before the video game crash. And what Bally Midway ended up doing was releasing most of the games as a kit, so you could retrofit your original Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man into a Junior Pac-Man cabinet, just for cost reasons and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, because of the time this game was released, it really didn't see a good light in day. It really didn't have an opportunity. And because it was released so late and right before the video game crash, there was only one home port of this game, and that was for the Atari 2600. And I must say, that game rocks. The graphics are great. It's a great port. Probably one of my favorite ports, Pac-Man ports, to the Atari 2600. Most of us are familiar with anyway, with the original Pac-Man port, how awful that game was. Miss Pac-Man definitely did it justice, but if you have an Atari 2600, definitely check out Junior Pac-Man for it. It's definitely a must-have game for the system, in my opinion. Absolutely love that port. Now, there were also rumors that they were supposed to release a port to the 5200, and that never came about. There's one thing I almost forgot to mention in this game. You saw just a moment ago, there are kind of thicker pellets. What happens is when the items cross these pellets, they cause the pellets to kind of enlarge, which slows Junior Pac-Man down, although you get more points that way. So you can kind of see how the kite is moving around. If there were pellets there, it would enlarge them, and even though I get more points, it would slow me down because these ghosts move really fast. So that's an interesting aspect to the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. My life is over here.